Well, we're going to give the old Gerber what it deserves. We're going to give the old Gerber dime a fair shake. So like I said, I had this one for about 2 days. If you saw my last video, I'm going to take it down. It's only had a handful of views, so I'm going to pull it down. But I'm going to give it a fair shake. Um, this one, for the last 2 days, been excellent, man. I was impressed with it. I constantly lose pocket pry bars. So I was at AutoZone. Saw this guy just kind of hanging out. Looking for a pocket pry bar. They didn't have any, but this one had this little prying tool here. And I was like, well, that'll probably be the guy. This will probably work. And I was trying to modify it to put a clip on it, and in my infinite wisdom, I broke one of the screws. Well, I don't believe in warranting something if it's my own fucking fault that it broke, right? Like, shouldn't have been fucking with it, eh? So I went ahead and purchased a second one. Interestingly, I don't notice anything different about the two tools. Aside from all the components are black. Otherwise, they appear to be identical. So I don't know. But the original one was $29.99 at AutoZone. And at an AutoZone an hour away, I picked up this one, which happened to be $41. So that's a game changer, but I'm already vested, so fuck it. I guess I gotta buy it now. But I will say, man, I bought it because it's a good tool. It's an excellent tool. So it's a 12-in-1. And I am not a fan of multi-tools by any stretch of imagination. They're too big, too cumbersome, too much going on. But the size of this guy right here is as small as my Kershaw little snap-on knife I used to open beers. I mean, it's minuscule, dude. And I definitely feel like I can take it just about anywhere. Carry it in my gym shorts, whatever. For reference, here's a Craftsman Flippy Boy. Size comparison here. I'm telling y'all, she's tiny. Tiny. And so the 12 tools it's got, we'll start around the outside. Can't really use this one because the plate's broke and the retention for the spring mechanism. But we'll start around the outside. First and foremost, we have a bottle opener. There was a lanyard ring, like on this one. I pulled it off. I'll never use that. Then coming around, we've got ourselves they call it a retail package opener. I call this a plastic opener because you can just stab it in through some plastic like so and just pull and open up your plastic. I love these things. It's not 1776 anymore, so I'm not opening many letters. Behind that, we have a small knife. I don't know. It just says fine edge blade. It's fairly sharp, decent enough. Almost like a sheep's foot, but not quite. It's got a little belly on it and not such a flat nose. They all lock in with a spring lock, and the retention seems fairly good on it. And they close. They don't snap close, which I like. Then coming back around, we've got a flathead screwdriver. We've got which they're calling a medium tip, I believe. Yeah, medium flathead screwdriver. Then we have a small flathead screwdriver with a coarse file and a fine file. And then the last appendage around the outside is these pair of scissors, which these are pretty good. I haven't used these ones yet, but yeah, I mean, they're cut through this cardboard just fine. And it's pretty thick shit. I don't know if you've ever owned any Gerber stuff, but that's pretty thick. And it cuts right through it. No problem. Well, there is one last thing around the outside, and it is a pair of tweezers. I've never owned anything that had tweezers. But these appear, the jaws line up pretty well on them. I think they'll be a pretty useful tool. Interestingly, one thing I noticed, like I said, everything on the new one, the black one, is, black, and on this one everything's just, you know, plain stainless or whatever it's made out of. This one opens a good bit wider than the other ones. Those feel a lot more stiff too on the newer one. Or I guess this is new, I don't know. And then inside, the main star of the show, we've got the pliers. And these pliers actually appear to be fairly useful. Comparing the two, yet again, I don't notice any major difference between them. They both have smooth jaws at the very tip, followed by some fairly fine teeth, and then followed by some coarser teeth in the grooves, and then wire cutters. Might be just my perception, but I think the older ones open slightly wider. Yeah, they do. Interesting. So a couple little changes. Wire cutting ability. It's 12 gauge wire. These were real champs. They cut like scissors. Well, you know, they cut paper like scissors do. I wouldn't use them on any like real heavy gauge wire, but they do a pretty decent job, all things considered. Let's see the new ones. Wow, the new ones are not as good. They're not awful, but I've felt better. So I don't know. They made a couple changes to it. I don't really know. As far as externally, you can't tell much of a difference. Side by side, a little bit. I don't know. Let's try. That's kind of bugging me because the last set, the other set, does this a hell of a lot better. Might have to stick below 12 gauge, boys. I mean, it'll do it, but it ain't pretty. So that kind of sucks. But, and I know people are screaming, oh, there's a clip on that one. There's a clip on that one. Well, that's why this screw broke. Was I actually pulled the clip off this Craftsman knife, because this just sits in my side box in my electrical box. Just gives me a little quick, easy grab knife, you know, for more serious cutting tasks. I pulled the clip off of it and I fixed it here. I modified the scaling on the sides with the Dremel tool. Slotted it. So now the clip is in there and she's staying put. Put a little blue Loctite on there before I ran the screw back in. That's what I was trying to do on this one, but it just didn't happen for me. But anyhow, that's you know, short review of the dime. I liked it so much I broke it after 2 days. Again, like I said, my fault. I rushed out and dropped twice the price nearly to buy it again. And yeah, all in all, I'm pretty impressed with it, with how, you know, small it is. It's not meant to be a fucking Leatherman wave or anything, but it'll get the job done as far as I'm concerned, what I anticipate using it for. And that's just, you know, having a little bit, you know, having some options on hand. I mean, thickness wise, compared to the Craftsman knife, same thickness. And I'm sure literally same thickness. Length is obviously minuscule compared. Obviously, the blade's not as good. It's not going to be nearly as capable. But I'm anticipating this will be used for opening parts boxes. You know, real quick through some tape or whatever. Not going to be doing anything serious, you know. But yeah, I think it's worth a look. If you guys are into the EDC stuff, maybe try out a Gerber dime. Pretty cool. Anyhow, y'all stay easy. Watch out for all this South Georgia rain, baby. We drowning down here. I don't know if y'all are where y'all are at, but we are fucking drowning, okay? I appreciate everybody who watches the channel. You guys don't know how much it means for just, you know, I'm just a regular dude. Like I said, I don't anticipate making no money. I'm not going to ask you to comment, like, or subscribe. But I do appreciate everybody who watches the channel, who comments, who does subscribe, who likes the videos. You know, I appreciate all that, because I'm just a regular dude. I'm just out here rambling. Most of the time I'm drinking a beer. I decided I'm going to be celibate. Is that what it's called? I don't know. This week. So I'm not going to drink till Friday, but we'll see what happens, man. Anyhow, like I said, y'all stay easy.